By golly, I am not on my game. It's like every stream tonight is off by a couple minutes on my game. Oh, all right. All right, so we got some light. We're making some progress. Wah, wah, wah. Let's see here. That, and by golly. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious me, oh my. Oh, dang it. Did it again. Golly gee. Let's get this right. Let's get this party started right. Let's get this party started quickly. Now I need this one. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Is that right? Oh my gosh. Why didn't it include? All right. So I'm the only one here. So welcome to Wise Guys Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. I'm just doing some final promotion of this stream. And where did it go? Available. Why is that the only one available? That's more like it. Oh, that's YouTube reminding me that I'm streaming. All right, there we go. Finally getting the ball rolling. Oops, no, that's not the one I need. Boop, 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 boop. Sorry for the delays. All right. Oh, hold on. You're right back. I don't know why, but I thought something smelled like it was burning, so I just had to double check. But it looks like we're safe and sound. All right. Hey, how's it going, Michael?
Hey, doing good.
All right. Hey, welcome. This is starting fresh. Sorry for the delays, everyone. Welcome to Wise Guys Entertainment. This is your host Wyman. We have a special guest today, Michael Beacon of Seven Legions.
Hello.
So we have got. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
All right, there it is. All right, so let me bring up the screen here.
All right.
All right, so we've got Seven Legions. It's a book on IndieGoGo, and let's start by playing the intro movie here.
Okay.
Cool. Very cool. So it's a mix of all kinds of genres. You got sci-fi, you got fantasy, action.
Yeah, it's an historical fiction. Yeah. So the setup of the world is basically so there's 3 layers to history in this universe. The history we know, the history the Seven Legions know, and the history long forgotten, which you're going to discover throughout the series. So humans had once been a part of the galaxy as a whole, but we betrayed everyone else, and we essentially got bombed to the Stone Age, and that's where human history as we know it begins. So humanity, the other races are waiting for humanity to get to the point where we can travel to the stars once again before we're brought back into the fold. And yeah, they're essentially keeping us under prime directive approach. At this point, it's like the 1500s. And an orphan named Hiko. He's born in the chaotic Civil War era of feudal Japan, the Sengoku era, where like basically every clan was at war with each other. And Hiko gets adopted into the Azai clan. And as this is going on, he's having these dreams that are actual events that happened out there in the galaxy, and it ties him to this angel named Azrakal, who served the Seven Legions for over 2,000 years, and then he uncovered a plot to destroy the Seven Legions from within by the 3 greatest enemies of the legions. But yeah, before he could warn everyone else, he vanished. And now the only trace of him left is the memories that are inside Hiko's head that he dreams every night. So, yeah.
So is it like a reporting of his dreams, like replaying his dreams?
So whenever Hiko goes to bed, he has a dream that's actually one of Azrakal's memories. The way it plays out in the comic is you'll have a little bit of Hiko's adventures. It'll be him, his story, and then it'll cut to a memory from Azrakal, which is going to be its own. Each of these memories is going to be a self-contained story. It's going to be this little episode. They're going to be told out of order throughout the series, but they're all going to have little puzzle pieces that it's going to basically introduce you to the universe, bit by bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. You've already got the first 5 pages of issue 1, colors and letters being redone.
Yeah. So when I did issue 1, I actually wound up taking over coloring because there was an emergency. There was a situation we had a colorist. He didn't quite work out, And I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna try and do this myself. And so what you see there, that's the version that I came up with, or that I wound up with the first time around. But since I've done issue 1, and I've done Dusty Tortillas colors and Cyborg USA's colors, and it improved so much that it's like I look back at the colors on issue 1, it's like I can redo this and do it so much better now, because like you look at the pages on issue 2, and they're vastly improved.
Cool. What are you using for? What do you use for colors? I mean, do you use computer software?
I use a program called Krita. It's a free program, and it's pretty much on the level of like Photoshop or
wow,
Clip Studio. So it's my go-to for coloring. But,
holy cow! For reference, how do you spell that?
okay, Krita.
All right. So, do you do that for the sketching, the inks, and the coloring, or just the coloring?
I've got the for issue 1, we had a different art team. We had a guy named Maxis Zabbers. He's the one who actually did that page you got on the screen right now, the line art at least. And then we had Federico Guglian, and he did like the last 4 pages. But Henry Ponciano wound up taking over the line art for Max because he wasn't able to. He had some issues and he wasn't able to finish. And Henry stuck through with issue 2, and Henry's that right there's a page that Henry did.
This one here or the next one?
The next one.
All right. So
that
increase.
Yeah. So and between issue 1 and issue 2, Henry vastly improved as well. I mean, got like way more detailed. He sort of like started developing his own style as well. And on issue 2, Pablo Romero also did some of the line art, because like with the 2 different stories, I got the dreams and memories. Those are going to be drawn by Henry, and the continued adventure of Tico are going to be drawn by Pablo. He's doing his in a anime style.
Oh my gosh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so it's like sort of separating the 2 settings, and sort of like giving them their own style, getting an east versus west sort of thing.
Oh wow, what a trip! That's an interesting. That's a creative way to differentiate.
Yeah. And like,
go ahead.
Actually, I wasn't quite sure where I was going.
Now, was that intentional in design or a happy accident?
Well, when I first had Max and Federico, I was actually hiring from DeviantArt, and I saw both their styles, and they both had their own strengths. Like Max's, he had his own like very dreamlike style. It's like, okay, well, I got these sections that are like dreams. It's like that works. And like Max's style it's kind of like a cross between like Narwhal style and like a manga style. It's very loose lines and everything. It's really cool, but he wasn't able to stick with the project. So, but and then like Federico, he had a very solid style, very realistic. But he wasn't. It didn't work out with him either. But now I got Pablo and Henry, and they're both awesome.
Nice. So, in the midst of all these changes on the art teams, are you still retaining all the original art in the book? I mean, is all the original art still present in the book, or does some sections of the book have to be redone with the new artist?
So, like with issue 1, it kind of worked out because Max had to quit in the middle of the issue. Like he was the one who had to quit in the middle of the issue. So I was able to work it into the fact that it's like a dream. It's like I have actually, so Hiko, as he's having this dream, he's sort of narrating, and all of a sudden this other character comes in, named Arios, who's sort of a telepath. He's like a special type of seraphim who can actually like astral project his mind into the minds of others. And he finds Hiko, and he sees like that Hiko's got these dreams that he's not supposed to be having about things that actually happen. He's like, all right, kid, I'm not sure what's going on here, but I'm going to help you see this in a more like as it happened. So that's when it switches over to Henry style. So yeah, it was able to work out that way, but.
Gotcha. Cool. So in the end, are you doing all the coloring?
Yeah.
So you created the story, you have other people sketching and drawing, and then you're coloring?
Yep, coloring and lettering.
Oh, all right, and lettering, all right.
Yeah.
Now, was lettering another skill that you just got better and better at over time?
Yeah, that's one thing that's great about comics. You got all these other people in the community you just always talk to. You got any issues you want to improve, just sort of like you just go in and talk to people, get their advice, and learn from the masters in many cases.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah.
I mean, it's huge wealth of resources.
Oh yeah.
And everyone is out to help each other succeed. Oh, yeah. And there's no like agenda behind it. They just want people to succeed.
Yep.
And it's just a freaking amazing feeling.
Yeah.
This is looking cool. Lots and lots of action. And how long would you say it took for you to develop this story?
So the idea has sort of developed and changed over the course of I would say about 13 years. It started with a story about a Ronin trying to find out where he comes from, and then eventually I got the idea to make it mix the supernatural stuff in, with the angels and everything, and then eventually when Ancient Aliens came on TV, it's like, oh, this is all bullshit, but you know what? It's actually kind of cool to think about. So it's that's when I got the idea to do the sci-fi fantasy thing, sort of reimagine fantasy races as aliens on other worlds, and then I could just sort of develop from there.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So does it also go into things like time travel or alternate universes?
Yeah, there's no time travel, and the closest thing to an alternate universe you have is some of the seraphim. They have the ability to create portals to and from a microverse where they're basically in control. Oh. So they're pretty much they're practically like gods in their own little microverse, but when they're in the main universe, they're all they have the power is the racial powers that the angels have and their own seraphim ability. So that's as close as we get to time travel. Well, aside from one of the seraphim has the ability to slow time for himself, so he uses that sort of as a means of being like a speedster.
Huh.
But he has this sort of a wake behind him, anything that he cross if he walks across a road, then however fast he's going, it'll age that road dramatically, the section of the road that he walks on, it'll be aged dramatically. So you can actually use that as a weapon, create a little wave, if he just sort of swerves, he'll create a wave of temporal energy that will just age things and erode. They'll experience time at a much faster rate.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. You know what? Let me check something here on. Wait. Looking at that. Talented artist posters, 11 by 17 posters.
Yep.
Cool. You already got your stretch goals laid out.
Yep.
Legion Seal button pin.
Yep. That's already unlocked.
Oh,
Yeah.
my button pins, is that like this thing you can put on your shirt or on the back?
Yeah. Like I'm trying to see if I have one laying around here. No, I basically just like one you can just just like just like one of those like round buttons.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Nice. And then print tier backers and above the narwhal print.
Yep.
Wow, you're working with narwhal. Nice.
Yeah, he did a print for me.
Wow.
Yeah, he was one of the first people I streamed with. Pretty cool guy.
Yeah. He's pretty cool. 7 Legions dog tag.
Yep.
There seems to be a number of Comicscape based characters that are like military based.
Yeah.
And I like you got your boy Zach with his oh shoot, I'm blanking out now.
Jawbreakers.
Yeah, with his Jawbreakers team. You've got Dan Frago with his Black Flag. You've got your group.
Yep.
And I don't know if everyone's doing it, but I like the idea of having all these dog tags for all these different characters.
Yeah.
And like building a collection of them, kind of like you do collector's cards.
Yep.
And
we got trading cards as well. That's another swag item.
Nice.
I got those printed out. Got them all packaged. They're ready to go for when it's time to fulfill. So.
Wow. You're like ahead of the game, aren't you? Ahead of schedule, maybe.
Yeah, like whenever like I've got something, I got all the art resources, got them funded and everything. Like anything like that, I buy them right away. As soon as I know how many I'm going to need and everything, just so it's like less things hold me back when the time comes. Like when everything else is ready.
Now, from watching a lot of streams over the last several months, and most of them pertaining to Comicsgate in particular, have you made it a point to like overbuy on inventory so that you can sell some product aftermarket at a premium?
Yeah.
Like after the campaign's over?
Yeah, so I'm probably going to, like, my plan right now is to order as many books as I'll need, plus like maybe about 150, and keep it open while I'm fulfilling, and then keep the campaign open until there's only 50 copies left, just so I have like some extras in case there's any problems with like in the mail system.
Yep.
Or like also to have just like sell at conventions or something.
Sweet. And you're obviously Comicsgate.
Yep.
Are you looking forward to? Do you have penciled on your calendar the For the Fans Fest?
Yep, I'm planning to go to that.
Sweet. That is going to be so exciting. Particularly if we can get it done as scheduled,
Yeah.
May of 2021, I believe, in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
That event is going to be a trip. Hopefully hopefully the rest of the country will be fully reopened by then.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Robert Willis print.
Yep.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And you get a 7 Legions bomber patch if it hits 7K, and then the PT Bordeaux.
Yep. He's a Comicsgate artist, but he doesn't really have much social media presence.
All right.
But he's got like a more traditional art, like painted art style.
Oh.
Looks really cool. He's drawing. He's got a. He's doing one of a dwarf on a jetpack.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah, like I was talking. I met him at Bubba Fest last year, and I was telling him about this universe. And as soon as I mentioned a dwarf on a jetpack, he's like, "I got to draw that now." I was like, "I'll pay you. I'll pay you to do it so I can have it as a print."
Nice. That's a cool visual.
Yeah, that's
Is that one of the key characters in the team? In this book?
So like, the dwarves in this universe, they're based on Asgardian or Nordic myth, and like, so on their home world they'll have like they have like a vicious wildlife that's based on like monsters from Norse mythology. Like you got the frost giants, the Fenris, the Norbagander, and like the Ratatoskr, which is like in Norse mythology, that's like the little squirrel that climbs up the world tree. In this, they're like these hive-based creatures that just sort of like burrow in and like attack dwarven cities and stuff. But yeah, so like the dwarves, they'll actually have squads that actually have jetpacks. But there is one character in issue 2. His name's Jogar Ulfsted, and all the squad, they're on jetpacks. But he, like when they're all like paratrooping down to the surface, and like everyone else is just sort of like taking their time sniping. He just bolts ahead. He's like, "Victory or Valhalla!" And then like takes an axe, just splits an orc's skull in half.
Oh man, wicked! Excuse me, wicked stuff. Let's check out the tiers here. So this first perk, and I talk about this often when it comes to IndieGoGo campaigns. I really appreciate and love when a creator takes the time to put together a feature tier.
Yeah.
Because per my understanding, it's kind of like the best economical deal. Particularly if you're wanting to fund and back as many campaigns as you possibly can, but you're on a budget.
Yeah.
So it's like the most bang for your buck, you might say.
Yeah, and that $50 tier definitely is, because like, so you get like both issue 1, issue 2, you get all the swag items, and you also get all the prints. So there's 3 right now. We are $75 away from unlocking the next print, the Narwhal print. So if we unlock that, then you'll be getting 4 prints.
Wow.
So yeah, so that basically gets you pretty much every item that you can get in this campaign. Aside from like I got original concept art on some tiers. That's concept art that I drew. It's going to be the first time that these characters are drawn. So I concept the characters out and just sort of like scan it and send it to the artists, and they'll sort of like adapt it from there. But so like the tiers that have that, just think of it as if like you own the first time that Jack Kirby drew one of the big characters or something, right? Yeah. Or maybe the character won't become so big, but you have the first drawing of them.
Absolutely. Those are always fascinating to get, whenever you see. I mean, I guess that's one of the things I'm into. Like with movies, with the introduction of DVDs and Blu-rays, they have all this bonus content, behind the scenes stuff. You learn what the director was thinking when they composed a shot.
Yeah.
And what the artist was thinking when they were doing layouts and scenes.
Yep. And
comic books are the same way. When you see the behind the scenes work, when you see what it takes, what talent it takes, how long it takes, and what goes through an artist's mind or a colorist's mind or an editor's mind as they're creating this, piece, it really brings you into that world and, gives you some insight as to what it's all about. And it makes you more passionate about the product.
Oh, yeah.
I know must be something that's just in my head, but every time I kept reading Seven Legions books on the tiers, as I was trying to figure out what tier to back, I kept picturing in my mind that there might be 7 books. My
Yeah.
mind was playing tricks on me.
Yeah, the original plan with this campaign was like I had stretch goals to add like issue 3, issue 4, and issue 5, but we got too far along and hadn't reached those goals yet. So it was just sort of like so once we got to the point where it would like add too much time to fulfillment,
Right.
I sort of took those out and sort of adapted the stretch goals so that we could get the things that we could add on.
Okay.
Get the price on those lowered. So
All right. So originally it started off with an issue 1, but then you were thinking of a series like 2, 3, 4. But based on time constraints and the schedule and being able to fulfill successfully,
well,
you,
issue 1 and 2 were both planned for this campaign. Like
all right.
but because I actually had issue 1 available digitally long before this, but like but then we got the then I started doing issue 2, and I decided to crowdfund issue 2 and the print run for issue 1. So so yeah, issue 1. So this was for the print run of issue 1 and 2.
Nice. Nice.
But yeah, I had hoped that if we had reached high enough funding fast enough, then we could do issue 3, but we didn't quite get there fast enough. But
Okay.
next time around.
Yeah, you're presently at 3,714 USD, but
That was
in 2019.
that was when we first got funded. We're at 5,424.
All right, for 130 backers. Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Can you tell me what you originally set as your initial goal?
$3,000.
Oh, okay. All right. Right on.
Yeah.
It's good that you made the funding goal.
Yeah, and we made that goal right at last minute.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was streaming with Grade 0.5, and yeah, it was just real close.
Wow, that's cool, and that's a good channel to have crossed the line with. Nice. Yeah. So we've got the physical copy.
Yep.
Now, out of curiosity, is this so? It looks like some of these are now on promotion account.
Yeah. The thing is, the thing with IndieGoGo is you have to put in you have to put that in for whatever reason.
Huh.
So yeah, like $20 is basically what it's always been, but they have you for some reason just put in like a different price that it was originally. I don't know why it is, but it's just something that you always have to do.
Oh, all right. So they implement or insist on the sale prices.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So each of the issue 1 is 20 pages. Issue 2 is 30 pages.
Yep.
All right. Totally off the wall question. On your books, are they like front cover to back cover, all story, or do you have like old-fashioned advertisement pages intermingled in there, or teasers to future titles? Teasers to future books, or
So the way the way printing comics is, your pages have to be in increments of 4. So so issue 2, there's going to actually be like 32 pages in physical pages in there. So I'm probably going to fill in those other 2 with like maybe some other art, maybe like a gallery of some sort.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Those are fun. Yeah, and either a gallery of artwork done by the creative team of the book. Um, there are some who do like a fan art section, which is also cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. So is the whole thing about comic books being printed in pages of 4? Oh,
Yeah.
is it because a page is actually like 8.5 by 11 doubled because it
Yeah.
has fold over and you have the staple down the center? You fold
Yeah.
it over and that gives you 4 pages.
Yep. That's
Okay.
yeah.
Oh wow! That never occurred to me.
Yeah.
Oh wow! All right. Well, that makes perfect sense now. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So international double pack. Yeah, I like when they do this because it's particularly good for if the creators are in the U.S. and international backers want the book.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
yeah. So basically, what that does is like because you really get screwed over with international shipping, like international guys. I decided to like include the cost of shipping into the price of the tier and
Wow.
just do like a double pack. So like that comes to essentially what it would be for an international backer to back the basic level. But you'll get 2 books, which it doesn't add much more weight. So yeah, it's just like so it won't actually increase my cost of shipping. And so yeah, so you can get for your a better deal for international people than just buying the basic $20 tier.
Nice. Out of curiosity, does if it ships worldwide, does that also mean that that people who are domestic can also back that tier?
Yeah, 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 you can.
Huh. Okay.
So you can just do like if you're just in the U.S. and you just want to get a double pack, then
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, that's a cool thing too.
yeah,
All right, and then you got For the Troops. I
yep,
like when they, I like when the campaigns do these For the Troop things, but
yeah,
I keep wondering which troops are they getting sent
yeah.
to?
I,
Like, is it troops that you're supporting or troops that uh, others that might deem as terrorists in nature? Uh,
yeah.
so
So
receive one of each. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, so those are going to be shipped through Operation Paperback. That's the company I'm using.
Paperback.
Yeah, it's a I think it's a non-for-profit company that they ship books to troops overseas.
Huh.
So yeah,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
so yeah, when you back that, you'll get your copy of the books, and you'll get the prints and all the swag items, and also we'll ship some copies of the books to the troops.
Cool. I wonder how they determine who gets the copies, because
I
there's
don't know.
people in the military that. Yeah, it's just a curiosity.
Yeah,
So you get. So if you get 7 Legions books, does that mean you get 6 sets of issues 1 and 2?
yeah. So you'll get your copy of issue 1 and 2, and then 5 copies each of issue 1 and 2 will be sent to the troops.
Oh, okay. All right. That number 6
Yeah, it comes.
your copy. All right.
Yep.
Wow, that's pretty economical.
Yep.
Nice. And plus, they also get the prints too to go with it.
Yep.
Wow, that's pretty nice. And this is, I know, a silly question, but do you get shipped the box?
No, that was just like something to visually represent the idea. I don't think that'd be enough books to fill one of those.
Yeah, it'd be funny to be sent one of these boxes. Let's see here. And then you got a retailer bundle, so you're thinking ahead. 5 copies of each book we find, a copy of each print, a piece of original concept art.
Yep.
All right, yeah. All books signed. Name goes on the thank you page. Nice. Concept art is on 11 by 17 Bristol. So you're doing, are you doing all your concept art on physical medium, like
Yeah.
paper with pens and inks?
Yep. Yeah. So it's going to be like a original physical copy of the concept art.
Sweet.
And the concept art that's getting shipped out with this tier, it's not going to be seen anywhere else. I'm not going to upload that concept art anywhere aside from sending the scan file to the artist. So yeah, you'll own the only copy of that to exist.
Wow.
Unless of course you bought that tier and you wanted to upload it somewhere.
Right.
But
so so the concept art on 11 by 17. Oh, it's on 11 by 17 Bristol. It'll be authenticated. So the backer of that tier gets a physical Bristol board, or
like a physical, I'll just. Now this isn't one of the concept art pieces. This is something I drew for Doodle and Chill. Actually, did a Space Pirate episode. So, like on one of these thick pieces of paper.
oh,
So yeah, it's sort of like a 11 by 17 paper, kind of thick, kind of like cardstock, but it's like real smooth paper.
All right.
So yeah, that's how I'm shipping. That's how I'm doing the concept art for that tier.
Sweet.
Yep.
Yeah, you get a physical piece of work. That's
Yep.
nice. And let's see. Oops. Trying to get us both back here. Oops. Oh, add. Oh, all right. Yeah, there we go. I haven't quite got the hang of everything.
Yeah.
Original concept art. So, all right. Go ahead.
So yeah, that concept art thing is basically just like, so let's say that by some chance none of the books or any of the items sell from the box, that original concept art will at least be worth something. So, and yeah.
That's pretty neat, though.
Yeah.
Anytime you have the opportunity and have the ability to get original art is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That is cool. And then I imagine that once the backer receives it, they can do like a box opening and show it on their YouTube channel.
Yep. Whatever they want to do with that piece of concept art, it's their choice from that point on.
Were you saying something about a digital version of that image as well?
Yeah. That with the concept art, there's not going to be any like digital upload. It's not going to be used anywhere else. So yeah, that concept art is it's going to be a one of a kind piece of art. So.
All right, on physical media.
Yep.
And then you were probably just keeping a digital version image or a scanned image of it for your own.
Yeah, for like
records and stuff.
Yeah, just for like sending it to the artists to just for them to base their drawing on for the book.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, that makes
that's the only other place that's going to be the piece of art that you're going to get with that tier is going to be.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't connecting the dots is what was happening. And then the Simon, is it pronounced Poitier?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, yeah. He also goes by Sim, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Yeah,
so those streams.
Yeah, those just sold out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I bought the last one.
Yep.
Now, I saw when I had placed the order that I had the opportunity to choose one of the characters.
Yeah, so that was basically like first come, first serve. Is basically like so like yeah, basically like if after the first one was bought, if someone else had bought that, picked that same one, then I got that would just basically email them saying, hey, that one's already taken. Which one of the other two would you want?
Right.
Best way I could think to do that. But yeah, so now they're all claimed.
Yeah. So basically, since I was the last one to back it, I'd get whatever was left over from the first.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
I like the idea of being able to get a sketch card. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm happy.
Yep.
Let's play this trailer again here.
All right.
Did you put together the trailer?
Yep. Yeah, the music is by Ross Bugden. He does royalty-free music, so you can add to your videos without getting struck.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, it does pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It kind of gets your heart pumping.
Yeah.
The blood flowing and stuff. So 5424.
Yep.
No, it's a long shot, but let me refresh anyway. Oh, same. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see here. But being a small channel, a lot of my views come after the fact.
Yeah.
After it's done streaming. And let's see. So we got some updates.
Yep.
Like you mentioned on the first page, describing the campaign, you mentioned you're redoing the colors and lettering.
Yep.
Which is cool. Wow, issue 2 is almost totally done.
Yep. Just got to do the lettering.
Oh, did you work on issue 2 after you'd acquired all those skills from doing issue 1 and working on other projects?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. So after working on Dusty Tortillas and Cyborg USA, I was right back to doing issue 2. So yeah.
All right, cool. Dusty Tortillas.
Oh yeah.
I hadn't even heard of that one yet.
Yep, the cowboy story. It's pretty good.
All right, nice. Let's see here. I like the name. Print arrived. Looks.
Yep.
Oh, bookmarks too. All right.
Yep.
Training.
Also drawn by Simon. Here's one of them.
Oh, hold on. Let me.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yep, I did the colors. Simon drew the line art.
Wow.
See if I can get that into focus there.
Cool.
I guess it won't focus.
Is there anything on the backside?
Oh yeah, that's the Seven Legions title art, which was drawn. I had Betty Bright Eye when he was still around. Do the title art.
Oh wow! Cool.
Yep.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice job. All right. I like it when bookmarks have stuff on both sides. Basically.
Yeah.
Oops. Nope. I didn't want that. There we go. And let's see here. Did I already go through all the tiers? Oh yeah. We went over that.
Yeah.
Are there any updates do you want to share that won't cause any spoilers?
Let's see. Got the mailers on their way. Got the backing boards on their way. Yeah, still aiming to be shipping in July.
All right.
as long as everything continues to go well. Yeah. Just working on those recallers and the letters.
Cool. Mogwai, they gave me Corona.
Yeah. So one of the things when I was still in the main campaign, like when we reached, like I said, whoever gets me over 2,000 gets a free Mogwai. So I was serious about that. They are getting a Mogwai. And then like whoever got me over 3,000 gets a Mogwai. So there will be 2 Mogwai shipping, and one of them looks kind of stoned, which I thought that was interesting.
Oh my gosh, what a trip. That's probably going to be worth more in the long run. The one that looks stoned.
It was kind of one of those cheap ones you can buy off eBay, but you know it's going to be a little surprise in there for the backer.
It's a knockoff Mogwai.
Yeah.
So did they really give you Corona?
No. Well, I actually I'm pretty sure I got it, but I don't think it came from them. I mean, it could have, but you know.
Yeah. I had a cold months ago, maybe 5-6 months ago, and no, it can't be that long ago because it's only May. Maybe about 4 months ago, before the whole coronavirus thing took over the news. Yeah. And you know, from all I could tell, it was only a cold, but I can't help but wonder if there was a trace of that.
Yeah, for me, it was like it started with a sore throat. Then it's just trouble breathing, a very slight fever. Like it, if that's what I had, it wasn't bad at all for me.
Yeah. I never had a fever. I never came down with a fever. I even specifically bought a thermometer just to make sure.
Yeah, it basically just jumped up almost to 100. And that was as far as it went.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I've heard that people get Corona and sometimes they'll like not even notice it. So if I wasn't keeping track of it, because I'm a delivery driver by day, so if I wind up getting it, then I'm gonna wind up spreading it to a lot of people if I don't catch it. So I was constantly monitoring, just making sure.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, thank you for your service, by the way. So is this like do we already watch this? This is
that was
2 different trailers?
Yeah. So I did the 30-second one because people kept advising me to, and then like that was the original one.
All right, let's check out this one.
Okay. So that's kind of like their Green Lanterns thing.
Awesome.
The Angel Azrael served the 7 legions for 2,000 years, maintaining the peace between the allied empires, until he uncovered a plot by the legion's greatest enemies to destroy them from within. But before he could warn the others, he vanished, leaving only his memories behind in the dreams of Hiko, an orphan who became a samurai in a time of chaotic civil war that would pit his clan against their former allies. Now Hiko must choose between fighting the war that threatens the family that took him in, or facing the galactic threat he is destined to end when he barely knows his own world. Set in a universe where history as we know it is the continuation of a much larger story, where humanity had traveled among the stars for thousands of years until the leaders of man, under the guidance of Lucifer, betrayed the other races to gain the powers of the Seraphim. These human nations were defeated, stranded on Earth, with only the simplest tools to rebuild with. Over time, they would forget the other races, aside from the myths and legends we know today. Now the Earth is protected by the 7 legions, until humanity can once again travel to the stars. This is just the start of the 7 Legions series, a sci-fi, fantasy, historical fiction, space opera, Star Wars mixed with Skyrim, and an Akira Kurosawa film. It's a universe that's been in the works for 13 years. Our goal
to do it myself.
To fund the art for issue 2 and the print runs of issues 1 and 2. All backers will receive both books signed, a total of 50 pages, with your name on the thank you page. $20 gets you the books, $50 gets you the books and print, $100 gets you drawn in as an enemy of the Seven Legions.
I closed that tier.
You get you drawn in as a soldier.
Line art was getting done.
$100 gets you drawn in as a character of importance in the issue, with a chance of returning. Funding is just the beginning. When we get to our goal,
Yeah, that's the original stretch goals.
adding swag items, bookmarks, trading cards, buttons, dog tags, and bomber badges. Additional art prints, up to 6 by talented artists. If we really smash the stretch goals, we can move forward to issues 3, 4, and 5. Ultimate.
Excuse me. I'm just pausing it momentarily. Did you say that being drawn into the book was already closed out?
Yeah, we were as soon as we started getting to the point where it's like the pages were Henry was finishing up the line art. I had to close that so that we could actually finish those without having to worry about who's getting drawn in where.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing it on the campaign page. Is it hidden?
Yeah, I hid those tiers.
Okay.
Yeah, once we could no longer do those. So like we had 2 backers back the soldier tier, and 3 back the soldier tier, and 2 back the orc tier. Which one of them is the one who gets his face split. That's Chris. That's Chris Evans.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, and cool. One of them, my former roommate, he got drawn in as orc who gets blown up with the turret. So.
Oh, cool. What I've seen on a lot of IndieGoGo campaigns, including like when we looked at the one with the sketch cards, is they'll remain on screen, but it'll be like gray and faded out, inaccessible, so you can see what you missed out on.
Yeah, so like I guess when you hide it, it just sort of goes away. But if it sells out, then it'll go like into a gray version of it.
Yeah, because didn't you have it set up so that it would sell out after a certain number of people backed that tier?
Yeah, so like there were only 5 spots for the soldier tier, 5 spots for the enemy tier, and then 1 spot for the high level backing, which is like that would. There was one character there's one character in issue 2 who's basically the captain. That was the drawn in tier, but no one backed that. So he actually did a really cool job on that character's face. He like has all the scarring. Looks really cool.
Nice.
So I'm kind of glad no one backed that one. But then again, that $500 would have gone a long way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I've as of late, I've really gotten into this whole Comicsgate thing, and I love seeing what people are coming out with. So, I try to back as many campaigns as I can. Yeah. And I personally am thrilled to see all the different tiers that the creators put out. Even if I'm too late to participate in that particular level of tier, it's cool to see what you missed out on, as weird as it is.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking about it. All right, resuming.
Finally ending with all 5 issues gathered in a trade paperback. So back the 7 Legions today and get in on this exciting new epic.
Oh, and of course I paused it towards the very end.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's pretty cool. I understand the importance of brevity and getting to the point, just telling briefly, but I actually kind of enjoyed the voiceover and telling the backstory audibly as opposed to just via text.
Yeah.
It carried a lot of weight for me. I think it's just based on different people's learning styles.
Yeah.
What appeals to them, what works. That's a cool jet.
Oh yeah. That one's by Pablo. Colors by me. Yeah, he did. I just wanted a 1940s style pinup drawing, and yeah, he really did a good job on the jet.
Yeah, I love pinup drawings. Uh, are you familiar with the Project Flying Fortress?
Yep.
Yeah, I got that Battle Damage Battle Fortress book, and it came with a series of pinups. I'm a big fan of the whole pinups.
Yeah. Yeah, that character on there, she's the one with the portal ability.
Ah, so would it be correct to classify as her as a type of angel or archangel?
Yep. She's a seraphim. They got like 6 wings.
Wings, wow.
Yeah. It's just sort of like based on like the biblical thing. Like, yeah. So yeah, the seraphim have 6 wings. There's a type of angel called the thrones, which have 4. They're sort of like the super soldiers. And then this normal angels have 2.
Cool. Then we got, let's see. I like this action shot.
Oh yeah, that's another one of the prints, and yeah, all the prints that I've got so far, because I ordered those as soon as we reached funding. Oh yeah, they printed real well.
Nice.
Yeah, so we got the one by Pablo. That one's by Henry, and we got another one by Carlo Rowe. So those ones you're definitely getting.
Oh, you got Carl Rowe too? Damn.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great talent.
Yep.
So, wow.
Yeah, I can actually probably screen share, go through the pinup gallery.
Oh, right on.
I'll just get that up real quick.
Nice, nice.
There we go. Okay. Screen share.
How did you get the buy-in and involvement from all these talented artists and stuff? Did you simply reach out to them?
Yeah.
Streaming with them a lot? And
yeah, for a while I was streaming with Narwhal and Carl and a few others. He did this show called the Kids Table. Yeah. So I just messaged Carl, asked him what his price was, and sort of gave him these characters concept arts, and he knocked it out of the park. I mean, really nailed the characters' personalities. These are like the 3 villains, like the 3 leaders of the villain factions.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And, wow. Damn. This is Carl Rowe?
Yep.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. So this lady here, she's Lilith. She's kind of like she's got a very hedonistic lifestyle, but like she was one of the first angels and one of the first seraphim. But she turned on everyone else. And this guy leads sort of like a geneticist cult that wanted to create the perfect race. And this guy is basically like, he's pretty much like Space Stalin. Yeah, he's like half mechanical. Yeah. So they got the Pablo print, the Henry print.
I like the action in the Henry print because I love their poses. Both the main. Let me see. I don't know if I can show it. No, I can't.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're the main characters, the females and the male and the what looks like samurai.
Yep.
Outfit.
Yeah. So you got Hiko here. He's the protagonist. Hiko's adoptive mother, and this is her double. Then yeah, it's like a body double, sort of like. Wow. And she's also there. They're also cousins. And then Hiko's adoptive father.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah.
What a trip! They're all badasses too.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Kill Bill and the Crazy 99 fight. All right.
So nice. you got the Narwhal print that's just about to be unlocked.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So you got
Hiko. I got to say, I like his work.
Yeah. You got Hiko again here. and Parlu, she's going to be a childhood friend of Hiko's. And they sort of grow up together. And then this is Arios, the telepath who Hiko's talking to in issue 1. So yeah.
So those are halos, aren't they?
Yep.
Does it necessarily relate to them being good and altruistic, or does it have like a different meaning?
Well, in this universe, it's believed that it represents. Well, they believe that when an angel loses its halo, that means that they are damned. Because most of the times when an angel loses their halo, it's because they've done something horrible.
Right.
But the halos also sort of indicate emotion, like they'll change shape and color.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
like if they're angry, it'll be like a raging flame.
Ah.
But now here's the interesting thing. Those two guys still have their halos, and yet they are some of the most evil. So
yeah.
Question is, what do the halos really mean? So
exactly. That's what threw me off.
yeah.
All right, cool.
And then this is the one by P.T. Bordeaux. This is a dwarf on a jetpack.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a mashup of painting and photograph.
Yeah, he's
like a medium.
Yeah, his style is pretty cool. I kind of want him to use him for an ash can telling Lilith's story, because like his inked stuff looks really cool. I think it would fit her story really well.
Wow.
But,
so yes. he did everything on this piece?
Yep.
Wow, that's interesting. Huh.
Let's see. Go back to the sketch. Oh yeah, this is the bookmark by Simon.
All right. Cool. And as you showed us earlier, it has a backing. Oh.
Yeah, this is the back of the trading cards.
How many trading cards are there total?
4 of them.
4, okay.
And it covers like Azrakal's main squad. In issue 1. So these are basically like his subordinates. Yeah, you'll on the back of the card you'll see their stuff, and like just to compare my coloring style when I first did issue 1, there's that, and here's when I redid it.
All right. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, better for sure.
And here's the front of the trading cards.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, I sort of had Pablo do 2 of them and Henry do 2 of them.
Wow, looking good. Nice. Nice. Wow, that's cool. All right. I'm liking it. Yeah, your campaign's doing pretty decently for a first timer.
Yeah.
You're doing better than many first timers do. That's pretty good.
Yeah, one bit of advice I'd give to anyone launching their campaign is make a lot of connections. Get to know people in the community. Just make friends. Help other people out. They'll help you out.
Yeah. Network.
Yep.
For sure. Very cool. All right. Yeah. I'm digging it. Yeah, I did back it earlier.
Yeah.
Now that I actually spent more time going over this with you and looking at the tiers again, now I'm wondering, might have to back it a second time. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. I like it.
Yep.
And
as soon as this one fulfills, I'm going to start working on getting the next campaign done. And issue 3 I think issue 3 is going to blow people away, because it's just this like real emotionally driven story of like, and it's like it's very horror inspired because they face off with the demons who are just like the biggest threat. They're like the most dangerous race because they're so much more advanced than everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be a real cool story.
Nice. So, do you envision this being an ongoing series where you put all your energies into this title, this IP?
Yep, it's gonna. I've got a set endpoint. I've got the whole series mapped out. But it's going to be a longer series.
If you let's see. If you put this out as you ultimately envision it, do you picture this being like 10 issues, 50 issues, 100 issues?
About 30. That's what I'm looking at right now. I have sort of combined some issues, so I could probably get it down to like 29 or lower possibly. But yeah, like the initial plan is about 30.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and then like this is a big enough universe that like if this series does well enough, I can do side stories or continuations. Like I do have an idea in mind of doing a story set when humanity does return to the stars and meets the other races in like modern times. So, or like maybe doing like an earlier period because there's like plenty of pretty cool historical settings in this universe.
Nice. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot.
Thanks.
Yeah, wow. So many different genres, fantasy.
Yeah. And like, well, it sounds like a lot of different things clashing together. It all sort of meshes. It's not just like one day you'll see like a dragon disappear out of nowhere. Like, with how long I've been working on this universe, it's all carefully put together in a sensible way.
That's good. That's good. Freaking awesome. It sort of reminds me very, very loosely or generically like Stargate.
Yeah, in some ways, yeah.
Yeah.
They do using with the help of the Seraphim who has the portal power. They have actually developed a system that's kind of like the Stargate sort of thing. Only it's like it's actually kind of more like the system they have in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where like they'll have like little like where they go through like
space holes.
Yeah, kind of like that. See.
Yeah, manga influence.
Yep. Yeah, when I saw Henry's when I saw Pablo's manga style, I was like that takes me back to like all those old animes I watched when I was like a teenager. It's like I gotta have him draw this.
Out of curiosity, what kind of anime or manga did you used to watch?
For a while, I had trouble thinking of what it was, but like on Toonami, there's this one show that I just like watched for a long time. Couldn't quite remember it. Then I actually looked up the shows that were on Toonami, and I think it might have been Robotech.
Oh my gosh, I love Robotech.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the stuff that happened back then. I need to go back and watch it, but I remember I loved it.
I am thinking of shopping around and seeing if I can get the entire full collection, all the seasons of Robotech. Like the Macross saga with Lin Min Mei and what's his name? With the jet fighters that transformed into Macross robots.
Yeah.
And then the season that had the humanoids that had motorcycles that converted into armor. Those were my two favorite versions of Macross.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some of the series that I've got into recently, Gundam, just like anything in the UC timeline, like where like the actual space colonies are like based on concept that we could actually apply if we had the resources,
Uh,
like how like it rotates to create artificial gravity. Like when I saw that, I was like, I applied that in my own universe. That's so cool that someone else applied that.
yeah, that is trippy.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. I used to watch. I was big into Macross, Robotech, and a cartoon called Star Blazers in the '80s. I don't know if you heard of that, but it was basically humanoids, and it was a crew that basically lived on this giant space battleship, and they went around fighting uh, enemy factions and aliens and whatnot. It's pretty cool. So this is a very cool project. Very good IndieGoGo campaign, and it's looking good. So
Thank
back it, everyone. Back it now.
Yeah. So close to 5,500 in getting that narwhal poster.
Yeah, we got to get that. So,
Yep.
are all these prints like smaller than, say, 8 by 11, or are they actual small posters that you would typically fold in half and then include with the book?
Yeah, they're 11 by 17.
Oh, right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Very cool. All right. So that concludes this stream. Would you please tell everybody how to get a hold of you,
Okay.
or how you can be reached?
Okay. So I am on Twitter at the number 7 Legions Beacon. I'm on YouTube at Michael Beacon. I've got my website 7legions.com, and of course there's the IndieGoGo, but that's linked to directly in the website. So, and yeah, that's basically it.
So it's 7legions.com.
Oh, that's like the word seven.
Oh, the word 7?
Yep.
Oops.
It's been a while since I updated it, but
Well, it's pretty sweet that you have an official webpage.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, and if anyone likes to read up on lore, all throughout that page is a ton of like in-depth detail about the lore.
oh, nice. Oh yeah, this is from the other tiers that you had at one point.
Yeah.
Old school anime style. Yep. Western comic. That's cool that you brought different styles into the same book. I like that. It shows creativity and ingenuity. So I just posted in chat for future reference for anyone who checks out the stream. Your website, your IndieGoGo, and I'm sorry, what was your Twitter once more? Oh, I could grab it from here.
It's the number 7 Legions Beacon.
There it is.
Yep.
Twitter. Boom. There we go.
All right.
Sweet. All right. And all right. Thank you all for joining us. This has been Wyman at Wise Guys Entertainment. You can find me on Twitter at Wise Guys Tweets. And you can find me on YouTube under Wise Guys Entertainment. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure and back Michael Beacon's campaign for the book 7 Legions. You'll find the link in the stream. Can people click on links in a stream if you leave the stream replayable, or does it not become clickable?
Um,
I guess
see.
it's playable, but I don't know if people would still be able to click on it after the fact.
Yeah, maybe the stuff in the chat and like in the description, but
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah.
And be sure and check out his website, 7legions.com, and Twitter at the number 7, Legions Beacon. All right. Thanks again for coming on the channel. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
You have a great day. Catch you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.